Hi, this is Nick Caruso. This is a quick video of using the data filter evaluate expression option. So I have a very quick workflow here, and I'm not even going to run it in AutoStore. I'm just going to show you how to configure it. So if you click on data filter, activate to yes, add, and there's an evaluate expression. So there's a match regular expression, which is very similar to this, but the evaluate expression is something very simple. So for example, if I want to see if number of pages in a document is less than 10, maybe I want to route it to a different workflow. So I'm just going to say my field. So this is just going to evaluate to a true or the result of this, I believe, is just going to evaluate to a true or false answer. So initially when I first looked at this, I thought, oh, I'll put in a regular expression in here, like if 0 through 9, maybe if something is a 4-digit number, it'll evaluate to true or false. And I ran test, and then I got this error. So that obviously doesn't make sense. So I went to the help menu, and when I went to the help menu here, and this is the help menu for it, it looks like it's a very basic workflow, like 1 + 1 = 2, and so forth. Or is this less than or greater than this file size, or something like that. So it looks like it's really only plus, minus, divide, maybe multiply, or literal string interpretations. So in this case, if let's say 1 + 2 = 3, if I run a test here, it says yes, and if I say 1 + 2 = 4, it's a no. So it's a very simple yes no equation. So I could say maybe I'm going to be using an RRT here from number of pages. So if I add in professional image management into my workflow, I could then use the RRT for number of pages. But let me just say probably if I did this, right, if username equals NSi. Now of course this is going to fail right away because this is an RRT. It's gonna want a real value. So I would use this when running into production, but just to test, I would say NSi. Yeah, that works. Now I don't know if it's case sensitive. Apparently, result is yes. Okay, so it's not case sensitive. All right. I wonder if you need the literal quotes. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with this expression. Yeah, so you're gonna need the quote. So in this case, when an RRT is replaced, it's gonna be replaced almost identically. Now I think my username is. Let's go ahead and do this test. So I have got to put in quotes, and this it'll be literally replaced in the workflow. So this will reply back. So maybe is Nick is my new field. Okay, and so this is going to come out yes or no. So this is going to be a really simple test. ctemp data filter test. So I'm going to use my new RRT here. Where's is Nick? So this should be like a yes no result. Sure, okay. Test, submit. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick and run it. Okay, so pause the video for just a second. I just created a quick test file here. I'm going to right click on it, hit send, and then what should happen is it's going to use my username of my operating system to run through the data expression filter to see if this file was submitted by Nick or not. And if it was, it'll rename the file yes or no. So I'm going to do that, hit submit, and it should pop back in here in just a second. And here we go. So if I wasn't Nick, it would come in as no. So I'm going to open up Status Monitor so we can see a little bit of what just happened here. So I'm going to hit stop. Here's in Status Monitor. The file came in, ran through data filter, and it created that RRT called is Nick RRT, which in this case it's yes. So if I open up this EKO manager here, I can get access to a lot of the variables in my workflow. And if I scroll all the way down to normally the bottom area, I can see some of the system RRT. So the username coming from AutoCapture was NSi. It then evaluated the record expression. Is this NSi? In this case it was, so it created a new variable which I'm using. Is it listed in here? The data filter one? I guess not. But it replaced that to to yes, and now I'm good to go. So I think that's about it. So that's using the data filter component. Now I could do something like this. I could add another one. So I could probably say replace here. So if I don't want like isNick yes, maybe if it's yes, send an email. If it's no, send to folder. So or what email address or whatever. So routing destination. So my input would be my isNick, and if it's yes, I could replace that value with from yes to send to folder. I mean, there's lots of different permutations of what you could do here about now replacing this yes no value with some follow-on conditional workflow. Anyway, hope that helps. Thanks.